What is the benefit when a company gets to a place where they have a complete inventory of their devices?
Well, I mean, I think uh, fundamentally you're asking what's the benefit of device identity at that point. The benefit is, once you have an inventory, once you know the devices you trust, now you can credential them, and you can configure them and enforce the high level policy that you want. When you're connecting to my database, it better be from a device that I own.
Right. And I think the thing to point out here that's really important is like if it's a complete inventory, then you don't have to have any exceptions to that rule.
Oh, absolutely. That's important, right? Because when you're talking about device device identity here, right? So if you create an exception for one platform, say Linux, returning to the conversation about posture where stuff is self-reported, how do you know a device is a Linux device? It's going to be self-reported,
Yeah, how do you know it's your Linux device?
which means a Mac device could also claim to be a Linux device.
Yep.
So the issue with these exceptions is an exception for one platform is an exception for every platform. That completely undermines the security benefit. Now I say that, and then in the next breath we'll say you got to start somewhere. So I never sort of discourage a customer from taking a crawl walk around approach. These are again small teams supporting large organizations trying to change the tire on the car while it's going down the highway at 120 miles per hour. So it's fine to start somewhere, but the end goal has got to be everything.
Yeah. And we've done a lot to help companies build the inventory with our software.
Absolutely. I mean, the holy grail that we're working towards is it's completely automated. The experience is um, supply chain integrated. When our customers buy a device, whether it's a Mac from Apple or a Linux workstation from Lenovo, we automatically via supply chain integration get the metadata identifiers metadata about that device synchronized into a trusted device inventory, and as soon as that device leaves the factory, the manufacturing facility, it's identifiable. You know it's yours, which means you can drop ship it to an engineer anywhere in the world, and they can unbox it and enroll it. And again, it's all automatic. So it's better security. It's operational efficiency. It may literally be shipping cost savings, and it's a better end user experience, a better out of box experience for your employees. Um, so again, it's like it feels like one of those rare areas in the security world where um, it it's almost no compromises. Better security and better usability. Now on that note, why device identity at all? We get that question sometimes. Mostly people
Hmm.
come to us already sort of understanding what the security benefits are, but sometimes we have to have that conversation. Sometimes we have to help our customers have that conversation with other stakeholders in their organization.
Yep.
Um, Obviously we've talked a lot about just unauthorized access from untrusted devices, like, somebody connecting from their gaming PC. Um, this stuff is also great for phishing resistance.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like if you know that an employee is connecting from their company owned device using a hardware backed credential, um, you might not need to ask them to MFA any other way. You might be able to just let them connect.
Yeah. So there's nothing to fish, and it simplifies their.
There's not, well, or I mean, you can still be phished, right? Like an adversary may get a password, but they can't. That password can't be used uh, from an unmanaged and untrusted device, right? So they would also need to gain access to that employee's trusted device, which is a much higher security bar. You're not talking about a simple phishing attack at that point. You're talking about a remote compromise.